headed by a national commissioner. The cardinal objective is to site polling units in places that are more accessible for voters.
The head of operations, INEC FCT, briefed stakeholders on the modalities employed for the conversion of the new polling units. Representative of the FCT minister and other stakeholders commend INEC and assured the commission of their support in the conduct of elections in the FCT.
Our commitment is to make FCT to sustain its position as #1 in the conduct of election in Nigeria.
Let's try by all means and make it very transparent, very open and sincere.
Others advised the Commission to look into the issue of security, difficult terrain, consider people living with disabilities, as well as embark on massive sensitization so as not to disenfranchise prospective voters who might be moved to a different polling unit. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
And now to religion matters. The new Grand Khalifa of the Tijaniya sect in Nigeria and former Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi II, says he will use his new position in strengthening Islamic brotherhood and interface with other religious organizations and governments at all levels towards building national peace and security. The Tijaniya leader stated this when he arrived at Abuja to meet with some of the sect's leaders and followers. Abdullahi Ajia has more.
It was a date with history, carefully planned by members of the Jam'iyyatu Ansaruddin at Tijaniya for a warm reception to receive the new leader of Tijaniya movement in Nigeria, the Grand Khalifa Muhammad Sanusi II, who was recently elevated to the position, having been found worthy, with history also repeating itself, taken after his grandfather Muhammad Sanusi I, who was the first Grand Khalifa of Tijaniya sect in Nigeria. Top leadership of Jam'iyyatu Ansaruddin at Tijaniya, among other followers who were at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, spent hours to receive and honor their guest and leader.
We are, in fact, very, very happy for this day because Allah has shown us what He has been doing to Islam. Today, Allah has elevated him to the leader of the whole Tijaniya in Nigeria, and because of his steadfast to Islam and also the services to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
We pray that he is going to succeed because he's part of us. He knows what we have, he knows what we are.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide, assist and protect him for this new position.
The new Tijaniya Grand Khalifa in Nigeria and former Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II, assured everyone of a leadership that will be consultative, focused and result-driven, as well as building bond of a united Nigeria, which Tijaniya and Islam always encourage.
What we need to do now is to focus on the problems that they have. We are a subset of this country. We suffer the same problems as other Nigerians. And just like other groups, Christians, other sects try to work within this system, in peaceful coexistence, and try to address their problems. We will also address ours.
The meat of his first visit to Abuja after his confinement, the organizers say, was for a high-level meeting and familiarization with members of the Islamic organization. Before his new position, Muhammad Sanusi II was the President General of Jam'iyyatu Ansaruddin at Tijaniya, a position he still holds. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
The days of accruing great rewards are not yet over for Muslims, with another 6 days fast in the Islamic month of Shawwal. Hakimat Aliu in this report examines the significance of this follow-up act of worship, encouraged to be observed by Muslims.
In succession to the month of Ramadan in the Islamic calendar is Shawwal. Muslims are expected to also fast 6 days in this month. With quotations from Hadith and Quran, Ustaz Yahya Mesuna explains that this act is likened to fasting for a whole year, amongst other significance and blessings.
Fast is not just once in a year or 30 days in a month in a year. Rather, you still have other ones. So part of the other ones we have is Shawwal. It is a continuity of asking Allah for His forgiveness, mercies and blessings.
Clearing misconceptions about the modalities for the fasting, Ustaz Maisuna stressed that what is important is to ensure you get 6 days within the month.
If the Ramadan you are owing is not more than the enough number that you can at least exhume out Shawwal from it, then you can fast Shawwal and go into Ramadan. Simply put, if you do it 3 times in a week or twice in a week, before the end of the month of Shawwal, you are covered with the 6.
Another important benefit of fasting in the month of Shawwal is it makes up for any shortfall in a person's obligatory Ramadan fast. The question now is, who would not want to be a part of this benevolence brought by the month of Shawwal through Sitta Shawwal? In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Indeed, Hakimat, everyone will want to be part of the blessings. Away from religions matters, now to update on COVID. Figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) as at 17th May 2021 indicates 1 new case of COVID-19 in the FCT, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 19,852, while active cases stands at 582, and the number of discharged cases in the territory was at 19,104. Sadly, 166 deaths have been recorded in the FCT. HIV/AIDS is an ever-present health issue around the world, yet there is still no known vaccine that can be used to cut the flow of the deadly infection. Hakimat Aliu again examines efforts at addressing this as the 2021 World AIDS Vaccination Day is observed.
In 1997, the then American President Bill Clinton charged experts and scientists around the world to work towards creating a vaccine for AIDS to help limit and eventually wipe out HIV/AIDS. Since 1998, World AIDS Vaccine Day is held every 18th of May to raise awareness on the continued need for the vaccine. The program manager, FCT Agency for Control of AIDS, Dr. Uche Okoro, speaks on the significance of the day.
Most of this day is actually to raise consciousness of governments, private sector, community members, individuals, for the need for us to continuously invest in developing HIV vaccines.
Highlighting some challenges faced by HIV/AIDS vaccination development, Dr. Okoro stressed the importance for Nigeria to fully key into the research.
It's important that Nigeria, as a country, try as much as possible to invest in vaccine production.
Vaccine has always been a powerful tool to eradicate diseases around the world. Hence, experts maintain a safe and effective HIV/AIDS vaccine remains key to ending what appears to be a scourge. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Away from health, the International Council of Museums is saddled with the responsibility of coordinating the World Museum Day, celebrated every 18th of May. Hawa Gimba takes a look at the 2021 International Day of Museum.
Museum is the famous institution that appreciates people's diversity through promoting inclusivity in its operation. The International Museum Day is celebrated annually on the 18th of May to raise awareness about the fact that museums are important means of cultural exchange, enrichment of cultures, and development of mutual understanding, cooperation, and peace among people.
These days are very paramount. In the working society in advanced countries, these are celebrated, but impact of museum here is not recorded. The history is very low, and though we have people who are talented who actually want to participate for the sake of adventure, entertainment, or history, literature purpose, but then Nigerian system need to do more.
When we talk of museum, it's where culture is being displayed, isn't it so? And I think most of the Nigerians, they are not aware of what museum is. because we lack. They are not as spread as we are supposed to have museum in every local government. This is where our children will learn the culture. And most of these things we are talking about the past history.
Generally in Nigeria, while growing up in Lagos as a kid, I only knew of National Museum in Lagos. I have not seen any other, because that was where I saw the vehicle that Murtala Mohammed was riding on before he was shot. But I have not, apart from that, I can't see any visible impact or whatever the government is making to make sure that there's improvement in the museum. I call on the government to come up with policies that will make sure that our museums are improved, so that our history and culture preserved for the future generation. For example, I just mentioned the Murtala Mohammed car. If they were not preserved, I wouldn't have known and I wouldn't have seen it. So it's very important that we preserve our museum and make sure that it works. And I'm happy that a day is set aside for that.
The theme for this year's celebration, The Future of Museum, Recover and Re-image, stakeholders say, is arts. Hawagimba, NTA News.
He's not my real father. But you already know this, Lera darling. Yes. But after 25 years, she just told me who my real father is.
Baby, come inside now. Where is it in the car?
Introducing Glow YouTube plans. Feast your eyes from as low as 50 naira for 1 hour. Simply dial *777#.
Abraham Marcus has been called to the Nigerian national team following his great performance in his club, that is club side in Portugal, as Tottenham strike and English forward Harry Kane set to leave the club at the end of the season. Details with Amos Musa on Sports Brief.
Abraham Marcus has expressed his surprise following his made call-up to the Nigerian national team. The winger has bagged 11 goals and provided 2 assists in the 25 Liga Portugal 2 games in the 2020-2021 campaign. Marcus will hope to get a chance to showcase his ability for the Nigerian national team in the friendly as he aims to secure a regular place in the squad. Elsewhere, Harry Kane has again told Tottenham he wants to leave this summer. Spurs are now making inquiries about replacement for the centre forward. However, they do not want to sell their prized assets, but Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea have all been in touch with Kane's representative, expressing a desired international. In Robbie, World Robbie and host S.A. Robbie confirmed
sai ko kwa wona yiwo abada pepepe isha ndaje zuma wonewa goba ngai no puta sapa azatnya che lalo na bai ba be abanu aji atni azai ifoma ojinta wona le sheba we bei no abadai wa gange azatni ba azai imba lord nanu okinzinde dibu mai kakara ntaji tu muchwa gmen nchetu shitun che gmen bedo ntaji ngun ata nchetu muchwa gmen nge abaye ba shwaje ba kuzo azatni ba adnagmenya dnanu okinzina we gange sanu nsaye azatni ba adnagmen imba lolo dnanu okinzina ba lo taji gun atnu nchetu shitnai chegun aba no aye ba shwaje azatni ba azazanye ababwa azatni ba adnagmen sayi dnanu okinzina dubu nwamba ntaji tu ngunyi nchetu shi ba chegun abanu gabie weiwei kpeye selaya ina ayi ge tinjania sakani bei Mohammed Sanusi ba yinya wa ngage wa ba jin apma nwewe moi wa jege kpeye selaya ekwen ko lolo nu ajei woto zotubon we ngage wa ba jin apma ye kpe nshoko iche gawole wa jege azanzalo mbwa idnado nu akunu ajei bedo gwamnati ajege eyikinye kwen ko mwalo nu ajei Abdullahi Ajiya wona le sheba wo be na bedai wa gnaige we dade no sai wa ba gnabi kmasin nanu akinsin dai ayin pe anabarika ya bedo nyamwa manai an dada ba ga oza an sala sapa agnaige ayin pe ba nan ba ta diyan tigana ayin pe lolo ngutnai aiku azumi agnagmen zo nu aiku ga epia shawaliya an zabe mi we jin azumi Hakimat Aliyu nwa le sheba we bei na bedai we la sheba waje apma mba lo danu npiaye we ngege shoko hwenu nsala sapa na yo Yahaya mai suna wa ngege ko na apma lo boye sala da de waye wajin azimiye we nga abako wajin aza wajin azimiye okonige nzabala bui asanan abejin azimi adnagman na nsaye dada nwadna le shen wo ba zaza abui abo ba bwa wole lainu saisu
masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkamu da maraishen yau a ta ƙarshe kamar da aka saba ga fassarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa dan uwanku Yusuf Yakubu a ƙoƙarin da hukumar zaɓe ta ƙasa ke yi na baiwa 'yan ƙasa masu yin zaɓe damar kaɗa ƙuri'unsu a sauƙaƙe a mazaɓin ƙasar nan wakiliyar mu Ifoma Ajinta ta haɗo mana rahoto cewa hukumar zaɓe ta birnin tarayya ta mai da kananan mazaɓu 1,951 da mazaɓu 320 zuwa manyan mazaɓu gaba ɗaya birnin Abuja a yanzu haka na da kananan mazaɓu 562 wanda aka amince da faɗaɗa mazaɓun Abuja za ta sami mazaɓu 2,822 lamarin da kwamishinan zaɓe na birnin Abuja Yahaya Bello ya ce zai ƙara tagomashi ga harkokin zaɓe tare da rage cunkoson jama'a a mazaɓin birnin Abuja. Sabon kalifan ƙungiyar Tijjaniya ta ƙasa kuma tsohon sarkin Kano Muhammad Sanusi na biyu ya ce zai yi amfani da mukaminsa wajen ƙara ƙarfin soyayya a tsakanin al'ummar musulmi da mabiya sauran addinai da gwamnatoci a matakai daban-daban don tabbatar da zaman lafiya da tsaron ƙasa. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Ajiya ya shaida mana cewa shugaban ya bayyana haka ne a yayin zuwansa Abuja domin ya gana da jagororin kungiyar da mabiyanta inda ya shaida musu cewa ƙarƙashin shugabancinsa kungiyar za ta yi iyaka ƙoƙarinta wajen haɗa kan al'umma samar da kyakkyawan sakamako tare da gina dunkulalliyar ƙasa mai zaman lafiya wanda kungiyar Tijjaniya da addinin Musulunci ke karantarwa a kodayaushe. Bayan kammala ibadar kwana 30 ta azumin watan Ramadan, har yanzu damar samun garaɓasar lada ba ta ƙare ba, a yayin da al'ummar musulmi na da damar azumin kwana 6 na watan Shawwal, wanda ke da ɗimbin lada a wajen Allah mai girma. Wakilarmu Hakimat Aliyu ta labarta mana cewa a watan Shawwal al'ummar musulmi na da damar yin azumi kamar yadda hadisin manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya karantar, cewa azumin kwana 6 na daidai da na shekara 1, inda wato Malam Yahaya mai suna ya buƙaci al'ummar musulmi da su yi ƙoƙarin yin azumin. To duka abin da za mu iya kawo muku kenan a labaran yau, sai kuma gobe idan rai ya kai. Asuba ta gari.
Igbo anyị abịakwala ọzọ n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gee ntị nara anyị akụkọ anyị jiri bịa n'uhuruchi a. Ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị n'ala anyị INEC adịla njikere ịgbasa ma ọ bụ kepụta ogige ebe a na-eme ntụliaka maka ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị n'ala anyị niile gbaa gburugburu. Ifeọma Ọjịnta mgbe o sonyere na nnọkọ ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu n'ihe banyere ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị mere wetara akụkọ na ha mere nke a iji belata ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ịnọkọ ọnụ n'otu ebe ma kwalite ọnọdụ ntụliaka n'ala anyị. Ha gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ha ga-akpọkọ ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ma kụziere ha ụzọ ha ga-esi chọpụta ebe ha ga-eme ntụliaka na-abịanụ. Onyeisi okpukpe ọhụụ nke otu Tijaniya na ala anyị ma bụrụkwa Emir chiburu Kano Muhammad Sanusi nke abụọ ekwupụtala na ya ga-eji ọkwa ọhụrụ ya kwalite ndị okpukpe Islam niile n'otu okpukpe ndị ọzọ nakwa gọọmenti ala anyị ma wugharịa ha ka udo wee chịa. Abdullahi Ajiya kpughere na ya bụ onyeisi Tijaniya kwupụtara nke a mgbe o zutere ndị ọchịchị na ndị na-eso ụzọ ha n'isi ala anyị. Dịka ndị okpukpe Islam ka nọ n'oge ha na-anata ụgwọ ọrụ ma ka na-ebu ọnụ ruo abalị 6 n'ime ọnwa ndị okpukpe akpọrọ Shawwal, Hakimat Aliyu nyochara ma wetara ya akụkọ na onye imam ha Ustaz Yahaya Mesuna mere ka ha mata na ihe kachasị mkpa bụ ịhụ na ha buru ọnụ ụbọchị 6 na ya bụ ọnwa Shawwal. Ya bụ imam gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ibu ọnụ n'ime ọnwa Shawwal ga-eme ka ha buzuo ọnụ dịka ọ dị na usoro ha. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị ga-apịachi akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebirekwa anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí bọyìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ní ìlànà àti ìpinnu àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC láti rí dájú pé ọ̀pọ̀ yanturu ààyè wà fún àwọn olùdìbò àti ààyè ìforúkọsílẹ̀ jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, àjọ INEC ẹ̀ka tìlú Àbújá ti ṣètò ọ̀nà àbáyọ ní èyí tó mú kí àwọn fi ṣàyípadà àwọn ibùdó ìdìbò tó lé lẹ́gbẹ̀rún kan sí ààyè ìforúkọsílẹ̀ nílùú Àbújá ní ìgbáradì ètò ìdìbò, gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ifeoma Ojinta ṣe fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ lábàájáde àpàdé pọ̀ tí àwọn àgbà ògbóǹtarìgì àwọn aláṣẹ ètò ìdìbò ṣe nílùú Àbújá. Olórí tuntun tó tún jẹ́ kálífà fún ẹgbẹ́ Tìjàníyà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, ọba àná fún ìpínlẹ̀ Kánò Mohammed Sanusi ìkejì ti fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé òun yóò lo ipò tuntun yìí láti fi rí dájú wípé gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn òun pàápàá jùlọ àwọn múmìnì àti múmìnà di akọni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà ẹ̀sìn àti ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè yìí wà nínú ìfẹ́, àlàáfíà àti wípé ààbò tó pé yóò gbọ̀rẹ̀gẹ̀jigẹ̀ sí bó ti wù kó rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Abdullahi Ajiya ṣe fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Ọjọ́ ìgbóore rẹpẹtẹ kò tí ì dé fún ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ mùsùlùmí látàrí ààwẹ̀ ọjọ́ 6 mìíràn nínú oṣù Shawwal tá a wà yìí. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Akimat Aliyu ṣàlàyé wípé àgbàtẹ̀lé ààwẹ̀ yìí ni àwọn onímọ̀ rọ àwọn mùsùlùmí láti rí dájú wípé wọ́n kópa nínú rẹ̀ nítorí yóò dípò àwọn àlàfo tó wà nínú oṣù ààwẹ̀ Ramadan tó kọjá fún ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn. Ó fi kún wípé kí wọ́n ṣàrí dájú wípé wọ́n rí ọjọ́ 6 nínú oṣù Shawwal yìí láti fi gba ààwẹ̀ náà láìsí àní-àní. Torí ọ̀hún kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Imú lónìí kọ́ńbó àgbọ̀nsálẹ̀ lónìí họ́wùhọ́wù. Èmi rẹ̀ lájẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ kó dára ọkọ̀ọ̀kan láòjí o. Kásùn láyọ̀.